Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I'd love to see what the exciting Kaoru Mitoma will get up to, Peter. He's naturally left-sided, he likes to hug the touchline, play wide, and when he gets that opportunity just to isolate fullbacks, take them on, he can go left and right, and he's very clever as well at ghosting his way into the penalty box, undetected, and popping up with the odd goal.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Ruter. Romero. Van de Ven. Sarr. Romero. Played towards the other side. Kadiolu. Gross. And here's Welbeck. Romero. Van de Ven. Van de Ven chooses to go cross-field. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Xavi Simons. He's on it. He's had a shot! This time, surely! Goal! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Welbeck. Koulibaly. Spence. Simons. Now it's Welbeck. O'Reilly. Gross. O'Reilly. Out for a throw. Spence. Xavi Simons. Van de Ven. Xavi Simons. Welbeck was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
O'Reilly. Richarlison. And here's Kudus. Oh, he's found him in space. Can he finish? And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Moved on forwards. Van de Ven can get it clear. And for a moment, you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Spence. And there's the shot! O'Reilly. Gross. Gallagher. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Colomwani absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Sarr. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Van de Ven. And it's Porro. Xavi Simons. Welbeck. Can he latch on to this?
Yeah, Peter, just have a look at this and see how the strikers are drifting into wide positions now.
And that's tactical, is it? It's not been forced on them?
No, it's all related to the hope of creating space for midfield runners.
Kudus. Spence, aim forwards. And here's Richarlison. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Was beautiful, something close to genius. So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Toma. Very nicely done. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Vicario breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And it's Welbeck. Now it's Richarlison. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Gross. Richarlison. Xavi Simons. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And it's played forward. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Gross. Gets a good foot in there. And here's Kudus. And here, chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Gallagher, who's short. And the keeper has it. Kajolu. And it's Gross. Welbeck looking to get on the end of this. O'Reilly. Back into the middle. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Sarr. Kudus. Spence. Pedro Porro. Xavi Simons. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. O'Reilly. Romero. And here's Richarlison. Colomwani. O'Reilly. Welbeck. Gallagher has given away a free kick. Kajolu, spread out to the left, and here's Welbeck. Referee has seen that as a dive.
Correctly so, Peter. It's an element of the game we just can do without.
Gallagher. Sarr. Pedro Porro. Romero. Xavi Simons. And it's Porro. Gallagher. Spence. Gallagher. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. O'Reilly with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Spence, lovely feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Welbeck.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Gallagher. Xavi Simons. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Welbeck. And Welbeck! Sticks it away! Just one goal in it now! Game on! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
After 23 minutes, number 18, Danny Welbeck.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Spence. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Joel Veltman. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Romero cuts it out. Great defending, strong and determined. Clipped into space. Sarr. Pedro Porro. And here's Kudus, and it's Porro. Kudus looking to run onto it. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Dunk. Gross. Rutter. Now he's got space here. Veltman. Oh, they could break here. And here's Richarlison. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Spectacular save! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
It's a mighty effort! And he's there to clear it. And it's Simons. Does really well to win the ball there. Romero. Spence. Gallagher. And here's Xavi Simons. Thinks one through. Simons. Gross. Shifted upfield. Spence. Van der Ven. Xavi Simons. Pedro Porro. Succumbs to the pressure. And they've got a throw. Gross. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Clearly not happy with that. Colin. Now it's Richarlison. And it's been played through. O'Reilly. Pedro Porro. Simons. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Beltman with the clearance. He's there to head it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Mitoma. And here's Welbeck. He's got away. O'Reilly. It's run loose here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Spence gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Xavi Simons attempts a clearance. And a shot! But has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Gross!
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Xavi Simons. Spence. Gallagher. And here's Richarlison. Proves too strong.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Gallagher herring after the ball here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons played over towards the opposite flank. Xavi Simons. O'Reilly did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. And it's played forward. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Sarr. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. He's in plenty of space here. Dunk is fouled. Now it's Welbeck. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Richarlison, and now the breakaway. Neither side really getting hold of the ball. Gallagher. Wani! It's in! He gave it plenty and some, trashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Delivered to the post there. After 38 minutes, it's number 39.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And it's Kudus. Pedro Porro hangs one in. O'Reilly is there and he can get that clear. O'Reilly. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Spence. Kudus. And that's a good ball.
Richarlison really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Porro. Gallagher. Richarlison. Richarlison! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Foot in. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Dunk. Forwards and with intent. Van der Ven. Xavi Simons does really well to win the ball there. Kadiolu. And here's Welbeck. Sarr gets a foot in here. Welbeck showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Simons. Pedro Porro has it out wide and in space. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Mitoma. Dunk. That's been drilled forward. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Xavi Simons. Now it's Welbeck. Gallagher. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes.
3 minutes of added time.
Gallagher. And here's Richarlison. Moved on forwards. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Welbeck. Ruter. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Gallagher. Pedro Porro. Gallagher. Ruter. O'Reilly looks to the other side. Gross. Gallagher wins the duel this time. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Van de Ven. Gallagher. Spence. And the first 45 minutes are up.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive.
Here we go again then. Kajolu. Mitoma. Dunk. Oh, Red, nice interception. And he's managed to get free. O'Reilly. Chance to deliver. That's an excellent interception.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Romero. Gallagher. Van de Ven. Sarr. Pedro Porro. Van de Ven. Sarr. Van de Ven. Romero. Mitoma. Kudus. Now it's Richarlison. Spence. Kudus. Simons. Now it's Richarlison. Richarlison! Just off target.
Richarlison usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can though.
O'Reilly. Joel Veltman. O'Reilly. Caresses it through. It's a goal kick. Sarr. Pedro Porro. He's making a real surge on the left. He has found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Sarr aimed forwards, and he has been fouled there. That's really well cleared. It's a throw-in. Simons. Played back in. Played out wide. Spence's cross. And back out it comes. And that's been won straight back. Gross. Joel Veltman. That's really well manoeuvred. Van de Ven makes the interception. Xavi Simons. Sarr. Romero. Xavi Simons. Pedro Porro. Xavi Simons. Romero. Spence. Romero. Van de Ven. Romero. Gallagher. Xavi Simons. And it's Kudus. Welbeck. And they can counter here. Nice physical challenge. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. it'll be a throw-in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Will play through for the wide man. A chance to play it in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see. And the shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Ruter. Gross. Mitoma. Has a quick glance. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, what a climb! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Romero. Gallagher. Van de Ven. Xavi Simons. Pedro Porro. Romero, gently done. Moved on forwards. Richarlison. He's Richarlison! Gross. O'Reilly shifted upfield. Van de Ven. Gallagher. Now then, the ball's come loose. Looking for a decent ball in. Here it is, crossed in. Get a throw in. And it's Kadiolu. Kadiolu gets a cross in. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's played forward. Romero aim forwards. Welbeck. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Now this is interesting, he has already had his name taken once. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Spence. And it's Porro. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Spence. Van der Ven cuts out the pass. Simons. Sarr. Kolumwani on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a third.
He looks a really hungry player right now. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Spence. Van der Ven. Xavi Simons. Van der Ven. Van der Ven forwards and with intent. Spence. Xavi Simons. Gallagher. And it's Kudus. Into the channel. Gets it away. And that's a throw. Xavi Simons. And here's Kolumwani. And here's Richarlison. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mitoma. O'Reilly. Kudus. Spence. Now the cross. And the ball is out of play. Sarr. Kolumwani. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Verbruggen sends that a long way. Pedro Porro. Gallagher. Spence. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Dunk. Gross. That's really well manoeuvred. Spence clears it away. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Gross! Pedro Porro does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Mitoma. Sarr does really well to win the ball there. Out to the left it goes. Gallagher. Spence. Rutter, who does have an assist to his name. Sarr. Gallagher. Sarr. Gallagher. Van der Ven. And he goes cross-field. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Romero. Gallagher. O'Reilly. Xavi Simons. Sarr. Romero. Van de Ven. Moved on forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, he's found support out wide. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Romero. Sarr. Van de Ven. Xavi Simons. Pedro Porro. Van de Ven. Sarr. Sarr forwards and with intent. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Over to the left. Looking to break at pace. Rutter played out to the left flank. That looks a good cross. Here comes the corner. Pedro Porro gets it away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gallagher. Gallagher is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Toma. Now it's Gross. That's very neat. Plenty waiting in the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Kajiolu finds himself offside. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Yeah, it's about time. I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Pedro Porro. Van de Ven. Romero. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Verbruggen gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Gross. Mitoma. Dunk shifted upfield. Kajiolu. Kolomwani played into space. Joel Veltman. Oh, there's a probing ball. Sarr. Romero. Gallagher. Van de Ven. Pedro Porro. Van de Ven. Xavi Simons. Van de Ven. Oh, it's come loose! Romero. Sarr. Spence. Romero. Kolomwani. And here's Richarlison. Oh, no question, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Still further. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. So now the difference is 3. And it's played forward. Mitoma. Oh, that's a nice ball. Rutter spread out to the left. Bullish header! Goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Welbeck demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Brighton and over are being goal. After 82 minutes, number 18, Danny Welbeck.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Pedro Porro. Xavi Simons. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Gross, aim forwards. Richarlison. Colomwani. Colomwani! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Milner gently done. Pedro Porro is there and he can get that clear. Toma. Oh no, it's an own goal!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Gross, looking here to chip it through. That has been knocked clear. are did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Wins the duel this time. Dunk. Milner. And it's Gross.
Kadiolu.
And that's surely a foul. Free kick. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And here's Welbeck. Cleared away. Colomboani. Now it's Richarlison. Xavi Simons. Pedro Porro. Colomboani. Knocks it out wide. Mitoma. Kadiolu. And it's Gross. There won't be another chance after this one. Gross. Oh, it's played into the area. So much time and space here. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
One back. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 4 minutes of added time.
Great run this, he's covered quite a distance already. Played into the middle. Could have here their final chance. They've played it short. Drill chance, surely! He's scored! They have stolen level at the last!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. In with the challenge. Great defending, strong and determined. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Gross.
They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
Forward it goes. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Spence. Romero. Gallagher. Van der Ven. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And that's it. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from